Hello, my friends. I'm Reverend Dr. Juliana Taylor, and I'm going to talk about self exaltation. The Bible refers to it a lot as pride, and what it looks like in your life is taking a lot of offense, defense, and rage, anger, rage, and just feeling sort of defending yourself. And I have a revelation on self exaltation that I think will change how you see it. So, there are people in your life that have to be right, and everything you say, they kind of hit you back. They can't just accept it. It's, oh, I don't think so. It's like this. And they're very, can look like self righteous, but really they are exalting their old nature. The old nature, not who they really are. The old nature is exalting itself. And it's very painful sometimes because there's a lot of rage. Often that rage creates a lot of body pain. I know people that have a lot of self-exaltation have a lot of back pain, neck pain, a lot of physical symptoms come with this. So we're going to look at the root of self-exaltation, and this is a revelation. Self-exaltation defends you. It is of the old nature. It is not of the spirit. But when your spirit, who is the keeper and guarder of your heart, does not come up to guard your heart from your thoughts, maybe from someone else's words, maybe you don't take care of yourself, you, the spirit person, is not taking care of yourself in situations, setting your boundaries, expressing yourself. Amen. What happens is you are being manipulated to not take care of yourself, often by victimization, past abuses, victimization. You don't know how to express yourself. You are not able really to bring yourself, your expression, your desires to the table in your family home. That's what victimization is. Amen. Not being able to be yourself. So the old nature is never able to be itself. It is a victim. But when that comes up, these victim behaviors, or when you're living your life and you're not taking care of yourself, not being true to yourself, not setting your boundaries, not doing what you want to do, going where you want to go, and saying what you want to say, you are in victimization, which is something else, and we've discussed a lot about victimization. But we're going to talk about the second punch now, victimization. So often when you're not taking care of yourself, you fall into victimization. And that, for the emotion of victimization, is hurt. And that turns into anger. Because the heart is angry. You know that, where were you? You wasn't taken care of. It's like a re-stimulation. The heart is not being taken care of. And it's like an automatic pilot thing. There's anger after victimization. You can see people that were hurt a lot, they become sometimes often bitter and angry. Amen. And then we say, well, you should forgive people and all that. But this is the second punch. What happens now? You don't take care of yourself. You fall from the spirit of victimization. Now you're in victimization. You weren't there to guard your heart, or you wouldn't be in victimization. Amen. Because the spirit is certainly not a victim, it's totally empowered. So when the spirit stops the thoughts and the behaviors of victimization, you are empowered and your heart opens. But sometimes the spirit is a little oppressed and it wasn't there, or you don't know how to do it. And there you are now. You didn't set the boundary, or you didn't express yourself, or you went somewhere and you weren't comfortable and you stayed, disempowering activities, disempowered expression, powerlessness, victimization. Then what happens is that day you may feel hurt, the next day you may feel anger. Now sometimes the next day, or sometimes even the day after that, this is what happens. The spirit of self-exaltation thinks somehow in this whole makeup of carnal spirit, this whole makeup of consciousness, thinks it has a legal right, or it wants to, defend you. It is coming in with a defense. And now it hates, it's angry, it's rage, it's total rage. You know, when you look around, all of a sudden you are loving people, having a good day, now you're angry at everyone. You say, well, nothing happened. I woke up like that. You know, your spirit, the flesh, the defense mechanism of the flesh, often the spirit of self-exaltation, is defending you because you abandoned your job as the heart keeper. So the heart sees this as an abandonment. Self-exaltation sees it as, oh, I'll take care of you. In a very aggressive way, a very hurtful way. And this could be pain in the body. Now, if this system goes on and on and on, on and on and on, it could be diagnosed as bipolar. First you're depressed in the victim, then you're enraged in the self-exaltation. This has nothing to do with bipolar. This is unidentified characteristics of the flesh. Really, it's spiritual oppression. Because if your spirit wasn't oppressed, this couldn't go on like that. Or there's a lack of knowledge. But both. If your spirit is naturally oppressed, then this is going on. If your spirit is not naturally oppressed and is pretty risen, it automatically takes care of you. It's the way God created it. God created you, the spirit person, to guard your heart. Amen. That's really your big vessel job description here. Because once you guard your heart, everything's working. All the flow of your life force is working. All your emotional concerns are working. Your relationship is working. You have your life under control of the spirit, not the flesh. And when that's not happening, this self-exaltation, and if you've had, and usually in the extreme cases, it has been generational self-exaltation, where you have a parent that had a lot of rage, a lot of oppressing, pushing you down. Their spirit was oppressed, and it was just angry parent pushing you down, oppressing you, right about everything, knew everything. Very aggressive. Amen. This is aggressive behavior. Then you might have incorporated that in your biological, mortal DNA. But it is not you. So the way to correct it is to take your moment back, amen, and watch it, and not receive this aftermath of rage and angry thoughts. Take it down and let it know you know, and you're not wasting days and nights going there in rage at what? Nothing. What you're doing is you're going to commit to your heart and God, to take your vessel job description very seriously, because now you're grateful to see that. You're not nuts. You're not bipolar. You have generational self-exaltation from spiritual oppression. Amen. From allowing yourself and receiving victim thoughts and ways of the carnal nature that does not empower you. So you're going to take your power back from victimization. You're going to take your power back from self-exaltation, pride. And these behaviors you're going to surrender, and your spirit is going to come up in the authority of Christ and not receive these thoughts, and guard your heart by being aware and present in the moment, by being true to yourself. So this is just like an overview. We're generalizing some of these things to make you aware that this is what is going on, so you can start to identify this in your daily life. All of a sudden you feel hurt. Well, that's a sign that, I like to call it, divine mom wasn't there. Your spirit let something in, let something go. Amen. Was disempowered and not really present to protect, guard, keep, all the same word, protect your heart. So you feel hurt, and then you feel some anger, just naturally. You just, now it's sort of almost a blame. Well, I went there, you're a little angry about it. Well, that's an anger. But then the next thing that comes in is a self-defense. And you've seen people, they're practically living there all the time. They are enraged. This has happened so often with no identification. And that self-exaltation can come in and almost be like a retaliating force in your life, it starts to just come against you and come against everybody, come against the body. Amen. It is hostile. So I want you to be aware it's not a devil, that's a retaliation of the old nature of generational, mortal self-exaltation, and you have authority over it. But the inception of it is you not being true to you, expressing yourself, guarding your heart, creates ABC: victim, hurt, anger, self-exaltation, rage. And now you are destroying your life and your body, yelling at people, quitting your job. You know, it's uncontrollable for some people. It gets very intense. You want to become aware of it and get to the root. What happened? What really happened? Or I think this question is a great question. Where did I not take care of myself? Lord, show me. Where did I not take care of myself? Where did I not speak my truth? Where did I let something go? Where did I not stand up my spirit for myself? Where did I just go along with other people? Where did I bow? Stop the bow and take this back, and your life will change. Amen. This is the integrity of the heart and spirit, and this to God is the most important thing we can do, because if this system is not connected in integrity, and we're blaming people and we're blaming devils and we're just going along with this and letting things go like it's all good, you will never be in your purpose, because you will be disempowered from it, which is part of the victim doubt mentality to hold you back. If you're in this, you're not bipolar. You're being held back from your spiritual purpose by simply not taking care of yourself. Amen. God bless you. I know this has the potential and possibility to change your life. When God healed me in the midst of my healing process, He gave me a revelation which changed my life and resurrected my spirit. And that revelation was just this. You, my daughter, in this life, your spirit's purpose is to be an impeccable emotional and spiritual integrity. Amen. To be in your emotional integrity, to guard your heart with your spirit and be in your purpose. God bless you. Amen.